What it do, what it do. This is the Brothers on Books podcast, where you find great books that will give you real value and actionable steps and have fun in the process. Please reach out to us at brothersonbooks@gmail.com for any book recommendations, or if you'd like to be a guest host for a particular book you have in mind. A great review or rating on whichever platform you're listening to this would be greatly appreciated. If you can think of any friend, family member, or coworker that might like this episode, please pass it along. For the original episodes, the OGs, please visit brothersonbooks.com. We're on Instagram at Brothers on Books and at Twitter at B_O_B_podcast. I'm Jack Allwild, and with me, as always, is my brother Alex Allwild. Al, how you doing today?
Doing great, Jack. How about you?
Pretty good. Now it's another season in the books and another exciting season upon us. I guess from the last set of books, what stood out to you from our last season?
From last season, I probably my favorite one was, I guess, my top pick, the Uncommunist Manifesto. Then on the same note, one of my other picks was I felt relatively dry, and we couldn't even get through. So, more or less, what stood out to me. What about you? Do you have a top? Do you have a top one?
Um, say Into the Wild stuck out. I finally watched that movie. Very sad. I also
Oh,
like the Uncommunist Manifesto. Mark Moss is, honestly, I think he's one of the people I follow the most now. And
really?
even messaging him on Twitter occasionally.
Yeah.
um, so that's pretty cool. And then my Midsummer Morning was pretty cool just because, almost a year ago now, I went to the Banff Film Festival and saw the film that Alistair Humphreys put on. And, now we're interviewing him about his book. So that was pretty cool too. And by the way, I just purchased my Banff tickets for this year. So
Okay.
highly recommend the Banff Film Festival.
When is it?
It's in March here at least, but it tours all around the world, I think.
Okay.
Um, so I would imagine it's coming to Birmingham. So might have
You
to.
know, you want to hear something incredible that I just found out? Uh,
Sure.
as I was listening to, I think, I don't remember what the podcast was called, but they were, I believe, out of North Carolina. They were talking about infinite banking, and it sounded like they said, and I haven't checked this, but they said that the national convention for infinite banking is in Birmingham. Uh,
Well, that would make sense because Arnelson Nash was out of Birmingham.
oh, okay, yeah, there you go. And then a
And I
lot of
think
those
I think some of
guys,
the I'm actually so I'm literally rereading Becoming Your Own Banker again.
okay,
And
yeah,
he,
I
he
was listening.
mentioned he mentioned there's a couple famous books that are stored at the Auburn Library in
Okay,
in Becoming Your Own Banker. So that's pretty cool. That's in Birmingham. Yeah, you should go to that for sure.
I'll definitely, yeah, I'll need to look it up and find the dates and the location, but I'll definitely go. Uh, yeah, I was listening. It was pretty good. It seemed like the podcast was almost exclusively dedicated to it. Uh, like I'm blanking on what their name was though, but it was quite
Infinite
good.
Banking is definitely picking up some steam.
Yeah, I mean, and thanks to, I would say, Noggle. They were talking about Mike from Profit First. I still
Okay.
can't pronounce his name. Yeah,
McAllowitz or whatever.
McAlowitz. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was also a pretty good episode.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess with that said, Jack. Uh, well, first, I guess I don't know if this counts, but uh, I had a recommendation or someone wanted a book on to come on. So I wasn't planning on counting that as one of my books for the draft, but I guess we can if it's too much. But if not, I think I'll
And
just,
they want to come on?
yeah.
Okay. Um, do
It's
they have a date of when they'd like to do it?
they just said they're pretty flexible.
Okay, well, how
What?
about well, maybe let's do our books and then we'll add that one on the end.
Okay, sounds good.
Um,
So do you want to
because
start us off, or
because also backed by, I'll say popular demand, Sharon Applebaum will be joining us on yet
okay?
another season. And I don't know if you know, but Sharon is a retired woman now, and she's got a lot of time to read. So she's ready to go now. She is
Okay.
ready.
Sharon's also a heavy hitter on our analytics. Whenever she's on, I feel like our views pop. So
Yeah.
so what is she coming on for, I guess?
Um, so my first pick is The Power of Geography by Tim Marshall. And here, why don't I share my screen just so we can
I,
see
I
the,
I nearly picked that as well.
because one of the best books I've ever read was his other, I
Prisoners
guess
of
there's actually
Geography.
four. It says there's four books in this series, which I didn't know. But it really, I mean, it says the sequel, The Prisoners of Geography. But when I clicked like on him, there's actually four books listed that are in order. But Prisoners of Geography was a fantastic book. I felt like I learned a ton, and another reason of why I started thinking about what are these like lines, that are drawn that we call countries, and why can't we just move freely like I've been thinking. So this is one of my picks, The Power of Geography by Tim Marshall.
Okay, that's a baller move there, Jack. Going four of four in a sequence, skipping the first three. But but I guess to be fair, we've both read Prisoners of Geography, so I think it will be okay.
Yep. And I don't think the other ones are more, it looked like the other ones are country related, but it seems like Prisoners of Geography and Power of Geography are really linked. Um, so let's see here. So why don't we, so should we just record in 2 weeks?
Yeah,
Should
we
that
should
be the
look
plan?
to record in 2 weeks.
Okay. So I'll just copy that down. Okay, so what is your next pick?
Okay, so for this
Your first
one,
pick.
I actually went of my three. I went with two of my favorite authors, uh, and the books they're not that long, but they're probably a little longer than you would like. But I can tell you that their writing is very easy to read. So my first book is Mastery by Robert Greene. Uh,
Okay.
so going back now, we did the 50th Law with him and 50 Cent, and then a lot of his other books that I've read, I've really enjoyed.
Okay. So
So
that's numero. That's episode 70. Wow. Okay, so that's so how many pages is that roughly? Because my picks actually this time are a little longer.
So it was around 320, but
Mm,
having read his other books, they read very quickly. It's
okay.
very big like big type, easy to
Okay.
get.
Okay. Um, so you want to pick next, or you want me to pick next?
I guess I can pick again. Uh,
Okay.
and for this one, I'm going with someone that I also talk about a real lot, Thomas Sowell.
I
I,
knew it. I knew it. I had a feeling. Okay.
and I picked Discrimination and Disparities. Uh,
How do you spell his last name actually?
Sowell. It's like so well
Okay.
because he's so well.
Oh wait. Dang it. I just and what is the book called again?
Discrimination and Disparities.
Discrimin and disparities.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that book
Okay.
is also around 320 pages, but yet again, his writing is very easy to read and it goes very quickly.
I'm just curious, yeah. Are you actually reading all these, or are these more audiobooks for you in the lab?
No. The books we pick, I always read.
Okay, okay,
The books that I occasionally do on my own, or I will a lot of times I'll listen to.
okay. Um, so my next pick, well, which one do I want to do next? Because Sharon Applebaum was also interested in doing one of the others, but I think I'm gonna save that one, and I'm gonna pick The Nomad Capitalist by
Okay.
Andrew Henderson. I've heard him speak on many podcasts, and he talks about going where you are treated best,
Okay.
and once again questioning the idea of countries.
Okay.
Okay, and this book is a little longer, but I started reading some of it, and it's very interesting, but it's like 360.
That's the
Uh,
Nomen Capitalist or your next pick?
that's The Nomad Capitalist.
Okay.
Okay, then should
Yeah, why
okay
don't you do your
my
last one?
my next pick. So one of my favorite authors, at least for fiction, I haven't really read any of his nonfiction, but Haruki Murakami. I've read many of his fiction books. It's a very different type of read, but he wrote a book called Underground, The Tokyo Gas Attack and the Japanese Psyche, and
Okay.
is my
Yeah, I
next
know.
pick.
I know Murakami. Um, how many pages is that?
It's also long. It
Yeah.
is about 360.
Okay.
It's very uncharacteristic for me, but figured I'd, mix it up. Okay, so Al, what is your pick? Your
So,
third.
so my last one's actually a little. Well, I guess it's a length that I think you would like. It's about, I think, 160.
There we go.
Uh, and it's for really social development. The book is called How to Talk to Anyone About Anything, Improve Your Social Skills, Master Small Talk, Connect Effortlessly. And that is by James W. Williams.
How to talk to anyone anywhere?
How to Talk to Anyone About Anything.
I'm sorry, what's his name?
James W. Williams.
Okay. Very cool. And for the guest that we're going to have on for episode 75, what book is that?
That is The Boats of Cherbourg by Abraham Rabinovich. That is about smuggling missile boats from France into Israel.
Did I spell that right? Rabinovich?
Uh, Rabinovich. Hold up, I have to look it up. That looks right. Oh,
And what's it called again?
it's Chrabinnovich. The Boats of Cherbourg. Cherbourg is spelled Cherbourg.
Cherbourg?
Cherbourg. Cherboughh.
That?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, we,
I don't think, actually, I think I misspoke. I don't think there's an H.
so wait, what is that about?
Yeah, there's no H. It's about the Israelis smuggling uh, these prototype missile ships from France into Israel.
Like through the Mediterranean, or yeah, well, I guess that's yeah.
I
Huh.
don't I don't know exactly how they smuggle them. I've been told it reads like a James Bond novel.
Okay. And this is nonfiction?
This is nonfiction. Yeah.
Okay. And who's going to be our guest on this episode?
Oh, this would be Ariel Markowitz is coming back.
Okay. Is that how you spell your last name?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Um, trying to kind of assess these books. The Boats of Cherbourg.
So are you going to be running to the Barnes and Noble later today to get yours, or are you just ordering all
I
off of?
I got well, I ordered Power of Geography. That should get here today. I also ordered a bunch of options books based off of I've gotten more and more into options since talking to Mark Longo on when we discussed dynamic hedging, and love his podcast. So I bought a couple more options books that will be coming too.
Okay.
But I guess I will be, well, Mastery I'd be able to get. I don't know if will I be able to get these other ones at like Barnes?
Mastery for sure. Discrimination disparities, I bet you could, but I think I would just honestly, those I would honestly order just online.
Okay.
I think they're just
Now
probably cheaper on Amazon.
is Thomas Sowell still alive?
He is. It's like
Is
92, 92, 93.
okay. Very cool. Very cool.
Unsurprisingly, him or Robert Greene have not responded to me when I reached out to them.
Okay. Well, yeah, should looks like a good list. I think we'll learn a lot, and I think we'll be new men after this season.
Say it again.
I think we're gonna be new men after this season.
Yeah, I think
Um,
you could say you're a new man every day.
yeah. Okay, very cool. Well, with that, yeah, you want to take us out or you want me to?
I can take us out.
Okay.
With that said, please reach out to us at Brothers on Books for any book recommendations, or if you would like to be a guest host for a particular book you haven't. Oh wait, sorry, what is going on here? I was looking at only the intro.
Just pick it back up from like with that said.
Why is it? Yeah, with that said, please reach out to us at brothersonbooks@gmail.com for any book recommendations, or if you would like to be a guest host for a particular book you have in mind. A great review or rating on whichever platform you're listening to would be greatly appreciated. Lastly, if you can think of any friend, family member, or career that might like this episode, please pass it along. I'm Alex Allwild, and with me as always is Jack Allwild. Jack, it was I think it was a good book draft. Interesting to see how these set of books goes. Other than that, take care.
Absolutely. Take care.